Alex Keller here, and thank you for joining me for today's stretch class. Today is just going to be about moving our bodies and breathing. So let's go ahead and come to a simple seated posture. And it can be however feels best for your body today. Close the eyes and become aware of the breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Allowing those exhalations to be twice as long as the inhalations. And it is from this place of calm that we will begin our practice today. Feel free to keep the eyes closed or gently opening, keeping the gaze soft. Draw the chin to the chest and begin to make half circles. So the left ear is going to come to the left shoulder, chin to the chest, right ear over to the right shoulder. Continue to go side to side at your own perfect pace. And then the next time the chin comes back to the chest, inhale, bringing it to neutral. And then we'll just circle the shoulders around. Nice, big, over-exaggerated shoulder circles. And then the opposite direction. Now alternate those shoulder circles as if you're dancing. Let the rib cage become involved, maybe the spine comes involved. Just move the body however it feels good. And then change directions with those circles. Come all the way back to center, and we're immediately just going to slide those hands forward. Inhale, come back to center. Switch which foot is in front or in top, and then slide those hands forward once again. Inhale, back to center. And then we're just going to take one hand down to the side, reaching the opposite arm up and over. Feel free to come to the forearm. Don't let that opposite hip roll up, and hold it here. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, reach to the opposite side. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and uncross the legs and extend them forward. Give them a nice little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bend the knees if you need to, and just come to your first forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and draw those hands forward. Inhale, look forward, exhale to release, and then we'll come to Janusirsasana. So just one leg at a time. Let's go ahead and bend that right knee in. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Try to draw the sternum right over the knee. Exhale brings it forward. Now the hands can be wherever feels best for your body. Really lengthen through the spine. Gently draw the navel in and up. Exhale and bring the gaze where it feels best. Maybe down or straight ahead. Inhale, look forward, exhale to release. Just slide that leg slightly over to the side. Now it can be 1 foot, it can be as far out to an angle as feels appropriate for you. Try to keep both sits bones rooted nice and down, lengthen through the spine as you slide those hands forward. Don't let that booty come up. That's going to be a different stretch. Try to keep that booty down as you reach it forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to release. Turn towards the bent knee and just walk it forward. Inhale, walk it up. Exhale, turn towards that extended leg. Exhale and walk it forward. Inhale, come all the way back to center. Now you're going to leave that that hand at the groin. So the same arm that the leg is extended is just going to rest at the groin. And I personally like to take the forearm and wedge it into the hip crease. That way I get a really nice stretch through the right side of the body. Inhale, lengthen up and over. Now, if you feel like the wedge is squishing you, you can drop that elbow to the front of the thigh, or you can reach that arm down the front of the thigh. It's whatever feels most appropriate for you. You're going to reach it up and over. Inhale, come all the way back to center. And then before we move to the opposite side, just go ahead and extend that right leg long, coming into a straddle. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Now, if you want to stay right here and just take the hands behind the thighs and press the chest open, feel free to stay right here or to walk those hands forward. Maybe drop to the forearms, keep the spine nice and long and hold it here. And then walk those hands all the way back. Take the hands behind the thighs if you need to. And draw those legs back together. Give them a nice little wiggle wiggle. And then we're going to bend that left knee in. Be mindful of the knees as well. So if you bend the knee and the knee doesn't feel safe or supported, you can always, roll that mat in for more support, or you can take a blanket or a pillow underneath that bent knee. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Try to draw the sternum over that extended leg. Exhale and walk those hands forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to release, and then just slide that leg over to the side. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and walk those hands forward. Inhale, walk those hands all the way back. Exhale, rotate towards that bent knee. And again, walk those hands forward. Try not to let that hip roll up. Try to keep that hip rooted down as you just draw the torso over through the rotation in the spine. Inhale, extend through the arms, walking it all the way back. Exhale, rotate towards that extended leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to draw it forward. Inhale, look forward. Exhale to release. That same arm as the extended leg is going to either make that nice little crease, and you're going to reach it up and over, or feel free to drop that arm down. Inhale brings you all the way back to center, and then we'll come back to that straddle. So extend both legs long. Hands can stay behind the thighs. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, or walk those hands forward. I'm just gonna hang out right here. Go ahead and walk those hands back up. And this time we're going to draw the bottoms of the feet together. Let's start with a little PNF. So take the elbows onto the thighs, and I want you to gently press the thighs into the elbows, elbows into the thighs. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release the thighs, but keep gently pressing down with those elbows. And then adduct for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and gently press down. Adduct 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently press it down. Adduct 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently press it down, and then just hold and breathe. Then inhale, bring it all the way back to the top. Go ahead and take the hands underneath the knees, draw the knees together, and then giving the ankles a little bit of love. So extend one leg long. You're just going to take that opposite foot onto the thigh, interlacing each finger in between each toe, and just begin to make circles with that ankle. Change directions with those circles. And then we're going to flex and spread the fingers, point and squeeze. Flex and open, point and squeeze. 2 more. Last one. And then I would want to take both hands, and we're going to squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those toes. And then pull and squeeze and pull and squeeze and pull and squeeze until the fingers just come out of that ankle, and we'll switch sides. Big circles. Opposite direction. And then open and flex, point and squeeze a few more times. And then squeeze with both hands, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then point and pull until, boop, the fingers come out of the toes. Just give it a little shake, 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 shake. Go and extend both legs long. Another really good wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And we'll come back to that Paschimottanasana. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale and draw it forward. Lengthen through the spine with the big inhale. Exhale sends you forward. Inhale, look forward, exhale and release, and then we'll come onto the spine. Roll all the way down, hug the knees into the chest, gentle rock side to side. Go ahead and place both feet flat onto the floor. That left foot is going to come on top of the right thigh. Now you can just stay right here and just gently press the left hand into the left thigh, or you can hug that right knee into the chest and interlace the hands behind the thigh. Feel free to stay here and hold, or maybe it feels good to rock side to side. Exhale to release. Go ahead and place the left foot flat onto the floor. The right foot's going to come on top of the left thigh and hug the left knee into the chest. Again, hang out here or begin to rock side to side. Come all the way back to center. Exhale, uncross the legs. Hug the knees back into the chest. And we're going to make our way into happy baby pose. So grab behind the thighs, the knees, the ankles, the shins, maybe the bottoms of the feet. And maybe begin just to rock side to side. Come all the way back to center. Draw the bottoms of the feet together and maybe rock it side to side. Come all the way back to neutral, and you're going to hug the right knee into the chest as the left leg extends long. Now you have a couple options. Option number one is just to take the left hand to the bottom of the right foot and the right hand to the knee and just hang out here. The next variation is that right hand is going to take, so the same hand as leg is going to interlace the first and the second finger around the big toe, and thumbnail rests on toenail, and then try to draw. You're going to try to draw that right arm behind the head. Now, because I'm not really strong enough with my fingers and my toes, my left hand is just, or my left crook of my arm is just holding that hip. Now you can bend the left knee, or you can keep the left leg extended. We're just going to hold and breathe here. Exhale, releasing the hands. And then take the left hand to the knee, right hand to the bottom of the foot. Stay right here or draw the left hand, pointer finger and middle finger are going to wrap around that big toe and just try to draw that left hand behind the head. Hang out here or maybe extend the right leg long. Exhale and release. Once again, draw those knees into the chest, gentle rock side to side. Come all the way back to neutral. Go ahead and extend the left leg long and hug the right knee into the chest. Give it a nice little squeeze and then slide those hands behind the thigh. Lift the right leg high to the sky and just begin to circle that right ankle. Now, if you need to for your low back, you can always bend that left knee. And change directions with those circles. And then just hang out here for a few breaths. You can slide those hands up the back of the thigh. And then maybe bend the knee and just draw the knee out to the right. Or keep a hold of that foot and start to draw the foot over to the right. Whatever feels most appropriate for you. I feel that they're both very, very different stretches for me. One gets more of my hamstring and one gets more of my groin. So you just decide what's best for your body. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and hug the left knee into the chest. Extend that right leg long. And then take those hands behind the left thigh and circle the left ankle. And then change directions with those circles. And then come to neutral and just slide those hands up the leg as far as feels comfortable. And then bend the knee and just roll it over to the side. Or if you did straight leg on the first side, go ahead and do straight leg on the second side. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and hug both knees back into the chest. And feel free to come into Shavasana or find a relaxation pose, pausing the video and just laying down onto the floor for as long as feels comfortable. And then when you are done with Shavasana, go ahead and draw the knees into the chest. Roll to one side. And then make your way to a seated posture. And that concludes our stretch class for today. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow. Namaste.